Alrighty, what's your name and where are you from?
I'm John Barquet. I'm from the city of New Orleans, Louisiana.
And we are at the Hotel St. Marie.
Yes, we are.
Where you work.
Yes.
And where I'm staying.
Yes.
And you've been helping me with my project.
Yes, I have.
And I wanted to talk to you about your experiences around Katrina in New Orleans.
Okay.
So, were you here during the storm?
I left the Sunday right before the storm. I left about 2:30. It took me 10 hours to get to Tuscaloosa when it normally takes you 4 hours.
Yeah, it was quite the scene of evacuation, bumper-to-bumper traffic.
Yes, it was.
So you were in Tuscaloosa and you saw everything on TV?
Yes, I did.
That must have been tough.
It was real tough.
That must have been very tough. How long were you gone?
I've been gone a year and a half.
Okay.
Yes.
And where were you living then?
I started off in Tuscaloosa, then I went up to Columbia, Maryland, New York, New Jersey, Philly, Virginia, Washington, D.C., and now I'm in Atlanta.
Now you're in Atlanta. And
Yes.
you were almost in Milford, Connecticut with Tessa, right?
Yes.
You had to arrange for restaurants and jobs and housing for a clan of 10 people, right?
Yes, she has.
Because you are the paterfamilias of your clan, right?
Yes, I am.
You're taking care of a large group of people.
Oh, yes.
Are they all in Atlanta?
Oh, yes.
Okay. So you're just back here working now?
I'm working now. Now my sister's back home. We stand with my sister at this present time.
Okay. And where are you living now? What's the biggest change that you've noticed since you've been back?
The biggest change is the transportation system, the school system, the police system.
And your neighborhood is?
My neighborhood is coming back slowly but surely.
And what neighborhood is that?
I'm in the Gentilly area.
You're in Gentilly, and it is coming back slowly but surely.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
It took a long time to get the first signs of life.
It took the first a year for the first life to come back in the Gentilly area.
And are you planning to go back and rebuild?
I am planning on rebuilding.
And how are you with FEMA and?
Right now it's a joke with the government, so I'd rather not talk about the government because I may get in trouble.
I think that every viewer will be able to understand that.
Yes.
So what's next for you is that you're pretty much trying to just acclimate yourself back into your job, and you're thinking about rebuilding and trying to pick up the pieces.
I've been back home now about a month and a week, and now that's what I'm doing. I'm trying to renovate the house. I'm getting an electrician in, and then we're going to take it step by step till we finish.
Okay. And you had significant damage. It's uninhabitable at this point.
Yes, ma'am.
And what do you want any readers? So let's forget FEMA and all that stuff. What do you want readers to know about New Orleans and everyday people like you that are trying to rebuild and get your life back, right? Because that's what you want. You want to go back to
normal living. The problem is we need to do is find housing, find affordable housing for senior citizens, and get the older people back in the city first, and then work along that line. Because if the older people are here, then we can get more respect in the city, then the city can come back to where it used to be.
Now, you don't have the problem with your rents being jacked up because you owned your home, right?
Yes, ma'am.
Oh, you're very lucky then. You don't have to rent a place.
Exactly.
What about the school district? You have children in your family, right?
I have grandchildren in the family. My kids are grown, but I have grandkids, and the school system is not the best right now. What they need to do is get a better school system. They need to find someone who's really serious about children and go that direction, and then build from that department.
Because all the public schools were taken over by the reform districts.
Majority of them has been by charters, but they're not doing the job they need to. The schools need to be rebuilt. They need to be better service. They need to have better electrician and AC units for the kids. And
the teacher staff, right?
Teacher staffs is not getting the support they need to get. All the people who pushing papers are putting too much pressure on the teacher instead of backing the teachers.
Yeah, I heard that when the reform district went into effect that all the teachers who had jobs previously had to reapply.
Yes, they did.
And they were pretty much just all in a level playing field. They didn't get the seniority that they had maybe earned.
Exactly.
So that's pretty tough. And
it's very tough.
Does Gentilly have schools now?
Gentilly have one school, two schools that's open. There's a public school and a private school.
And a private school.
Yes.
And what else would you like readers to know about your struggle to
the struggle is that the cities keep making people believe that we're up and running and we're 90% running when we're only about 15–20% up and running.
And pretty much I've been through the French Quarter, and the French Quarter is back.
The French Quarter is back, so I figure that would be 10%. And then if you look at the Metairie area, I figure that would be 10%. But you still have so many other areas that's not back that they're claiming are back.
Okay. Now today I'm going to be going out to Lower 9th Ward, hopefully, and Lakeview too. Lakeview is not coming back.
It's not coming back the way it should be because we don't have the support of the politicians.
You don't have the support of the politicians.
Right.
And I think that one of the reasons that I'm coming down here is because I want to emphasize that it's not just because we had just had our second Mardi Gras. There's still so much work that needs to be done.
Yes,
and even a focus from the federal level.
Right.
Pushing local and demanding results.
Right.
Really.
Right.
Well, thank you very much for talking to me, John.
It was my pleasure.
And thank you for arranging for my tour later.
Thank you. Have a great day.
I will.
Okay.